Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. We recently began using the logic of English in our homeschool. I'm using it with my 6-year-old, and a lot of you have asked me to see a flip through and what a typical lesson is like. So today I'm going to take you with us on a lesson, which I think will give you a good feel for what this first level Foundations A is like. Now I will say that I purchased the online lesson supplement. This is totally optional, but you will see that as I work through the lessons with my son. I'll show you how this basically matches up with what's in the teacher manual though. So hopefully it helps you make a decision as to whether or not you would like to purchase the online supplement and use it. I think it was around $20 or so to add on. We are really enjoying the logic of English. I like that it uses a multi-sensory, structured approach. My son likes the lessons. They don't take too long each day, and we do a variety of things during the lessons, which keeps them interesting. Logic of English was created by Denise Ide. I hope I'm saying that right. She is a mom who realized that so many children struggle with reading, spelling, and writing simply because they've never been taught the logical patterns behind the English language. So she designed this program to make those patterns make sense and to really equip parents with the tools to teach language in a way that actually works. The curriculum is built on the Orton-Gillingham approach, which is often recommended for kids with dyslexia, but honestly, it's helpful for all learners. It's structured, systematic, and multisensory, which means that it uses sight, sound, movement, and games to teach phonics, spelling rules, handwriting, and more. I really like that all of this is included in the program, so I don't need a separate spelling and handwriting curriculum. It's all covered. Now, like I mentioned, we just started using Foundations A, but there are a few different programs under the Logic of English umbrella. For younger kids, there's Foundations, which teaches reading and writing skills from the ground up. And then after Foundations, they move into Essentials, which dives deeper into spelling analysis, grammar, and advanced phonics. And then there's also the Rhythm of Handwriting, which focuses just on handwriting instruction, and it gives you choices for manuscript or cursive. So whether you're just starting out with a beginning reader or looking to strengthen reading and spelling skills for your older kids, there's likely a Logic of English program that fits. Okay, so let me show you really quickly what we will be using today, and then I will take you into the lesson with us. Okay, so right now I've got my table set up for the lessons that I'm going to be doing with my son this morning. We're gonna do our Logic of English, and then we're gonna move into math. So I just have kind of everything spread out on the table here. I did print off. They have kind of a schedule that you can print off to follow. And I think I got this when I bought the online supplement. So it basically shows you for each lesson what activities are on the online portion and what is in the book. So these little symbols here, if it has the red book, that means it's an activity that you have to do in the book. If it has the computer, that means that it is something on the computer. So not everything, they do have a lot of activities on the computer, but they often have extra activities in the book that you can use if you want to. So today, what we're gonna be doing is lesson 22. So they go through kind of the same format each time. So we've got the phonemic awareness. So got a couple activities on the computer. Systematic phonics, he's gonna be learning a new phonogram today. Then we do some handwriting practice with that new phonogram. And it will show you, again, if you're using the book, what page in the book this is going to be on. So it makes it really easy to open up and follow along if you wanted to. There are a couple activities just to practice the phonogram. And then this is something that we just started in lesson 20. This is spelling analysis. So a couple things in the book to go through, and then a little activity on the computer, and then some comprehension and fluency, matching words to pictures, and then one more activity in the book. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing today for our lesson. I will show you at the end kind of how everything matches up in the book. I want you to see kind of what we're doing on the computer first, and then I'll show you, okay, if you didn't want to use that online supplement, what would that actually look like for you as a teacher going through this book? So I have my laptop over here on the table, and we'll be going through each of the lessons here. I've got the first activity set up. So basically, all I really need is my computer. I will use the teacher's manual for some of the things that, you know, we don't use the computer for. I have a student workbook. There are activities later on that we're going to use this more for. Right now, we're just using it minimally for handwriting practice and some extra activities, but this has not gotten a lot of use so far. However, I know there's some readers and stuff that are in the back that we're going to make later on that I will get use out of it for. So I do recommend teacher's manual and a workbook. Online lessons are optional. The other thing that we have been using is this whiteboard. So, I mean, this is just a special Logic of English whiteboard. You certainly don't need to buy theirs in particular, but it is helpful. We use it during the online lessons, as you'll see, and my son really likes to use it. And then I have these manuscript tactile cards. So these are, basically they feel like sandpaper. So they have the phonograms on them that the kids can trace, and then on the back they give you reminders of how to write them using their method of teaching them how to write the different letters and the different strokes. There are a couple of other cards that you can buy. They do have phonogram cards on their website, and they have some game cards. I do have those, but since I'm using the online supplement, I have not used those very much. So the game cards, if we needed extra practice, I could use them, but they do have games online that my son does, and then same with the regular phonogram cards. But these have been very helpful. And then the other thing, I had purchased this Doodling Dragons book because I didn't really know what it was. And you'll see this in the online supplement as well. If you have the online lessons, they'll sing a song for each phonogram. So they have the page where it looks like the book, and then they go through and they sing the song to help the kids remember the sounds that phonogram makes. If you're not using the online supplement, it would probably be helpful to have the book, and you can, I think you can look up the songs on Spotify. I have a paid Spotify account and I can access the songs on there. If you purchase the program online, I'm sure it probably comes with the songs too, but I'd have to check. But basically, there's a song for each phonogram. If I knew I was gonna purchase the online supplement, I probably wouldn't have purchased this because it's not really needed. They show the pictures online. So that'll be up to you whether you want to actually have a copy of this book or not. Okay, so those are the things that I am using. The 2 books, whiteboard, tactile cards, and the online lessons. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna call my son in and I will show you what a typical lesson looks like.
Tap the phonogram that word ends with. Are you ready? The first word is sheep. Very good. Sheep ends in p. The next word is tag. Excellent. Tag ends in g. Excellent.
Good job.
Tag ends in g.
Good job, you got it.
In this activity, you're going to be segmenting words to find the final sound. On each slide, there will be a picture of an object. You will hear that object, and if you want to hear it again, click on the sound icon.
Bella. Dog noises in the background. All right, so do you need to hear the sound? So do you understand what you have to do with this one, Ollie?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the instructions? Can you tell me the instructions?
On in the corner. Then select the phonogram that represents the final sound in that word. You can hit check and then hit next to go to the next question.
Oh, no.
All right, let's
Yep.
get
I got it.
Okay, so do you need okay, good. So what are you trying to do with this one?
Floss.
Yeah.
Floss. Everyone knows this.
Good. Can you tell me what you're trying to do with this?
I'm trying to do like the last sound of the word.
The final sound of the word. Good job. It's important to listen to instructions, right?
I kind of skipped a lot, but it's fine.
Uh-huh.
I realized.
You skip it and then you have to go back. It's good that you realize
Look
that.
anywhere to see your score.
Here it is. It's our new photogram. It says
And the
"w."
skip.
Can you say it with me?
Whoa.
W.
Whoa.
Now, is this a consonant or a vowel?
Vowel.
W, w, w.
Think
It's
about it.
definitely blocked. I can't sing it, so it must be a consonant. That's right. Let's say the sound again. W.
What?
Very good. Let's practice reading our phonograms. Ready? U, U, I, I, Y. W. A, O. G, J. D, J. A, O, U. Qu, K. Very, very
She
good.
went fast, didn't she?
No.
No? You got them all? Oh, we've got our song.
W says W says wishful wolves wearing wigs, ready for their wild gigs. Wispy willows snapping twigs.
Good.
Let's learn how to write W. What do you notice about W in book face and W in manuscript? How are they the same? Well, it has these 3 points on the top. And how are they different? Well, this has 2 sharp points on the bottom, and this has 2 curves. So let's learn how to write it. They both say W. Sometimes, by the way, in books, it'll look more like this one. We'll start at the midline, down to the baseline, swing up to the midline,
Here, wait, buddy.
down to the
Will you
baseline,
pause it for me for a
swing
minute,
up to the midline.
Dude, she's going fast.
She is going fast. Here, I'm gonna give you your card so you can trace it with her. Okay, will you follow along and
Start that over.
you're gonna what?
Start that over.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
There you go. Yeah, she was going kind of fast, huh? All right, do you want me to hit play?
No, no, no,
Practice it again?
no.
Good. What does this say?
What?
What?
Go ahead and try that on your tactile card.
Good.
And now let's try it together. Down, swing, down, swing. W. Down, swing, down, swing. W. Down,
Sounds like you're barking at Blue.
down, swing.
What?
W. Now let's try it on our
Oh,
whiteboard.
here we go.
Oh, she barked.
We'll start at the midline, down to the baseline,
Tilt it a little bit.
swing up to the midline, down to the baseline, swing up to the midline, W. One more time. Down, swing, W. And
Here,
now
let's
let's
set it
try it
nice
with
and
our
straight.
marker.
Set it nice and
Start
straight
at
so
the
you can have
midline.
good
Down
posture.
to the
That's not bad.
baseline.
Let's do another try.
Swing up to the midline, down to the baseline,
Swing.
swing up to the midline,
Down.
W.
Swing.
When you go up again,
What do you
make
think about
sure that it's
Here,
straight
let's try
over
it
that
one more
line.
time.
Go ahead and try writing W
Alright.
on your whiteboard.
Down, swing. Down, swing. What?
And now let's try it together.
Let's try it again.
Saying the strokes together.
Which one do you like the best?
Swing, down, swing, W. If you have room,
Is that your
write
favorite?
another one with me. Down,
I think that's my
swing,
favorite. Will you put a smiley face there?
down, swing, W. Go ahead and look at yours and decide which
Can I
one
have
is
your
the
marker, buddy?
best.
We're gonna try it on
This
our
may be my
paper
best.
next. Let's see. Where
Great
is your
work.
book?
Dancing, dancing.
Okay,
dancing,
so
dancing.
hold on. Pause it for a second. Okay. So let's do.
What are we doing here?
We're not gonna do that page yet. We'll do that in a minute. So we're gonna use your pencil, and we will in a minute.
So easy.
We will.
so
Hey,
easy.
we'll do that. We'll do that in a minute. Let's practice. Choose your favorite line.
This is always my favorite line.
Yeah, you
But
like
this
that
is
one.
my most favorite line. Yeah, I did it.
Oh, that's not even on the line, silly goose. You just like driving your mom crazy, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so with this, choose your favorite line. You can either choose the really small one or the really big one and practice your w. Good job. Can you try it 3 times? Down, swing, w. Good. Hey, those look nice. Which one's your favorite?
I think I like this one.
You like that one? Nice
I
job.
think I like this one.
What do you notice about w in book face?
Oh, this is a hear and type activity.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
No.
There's a lot of them for your phonograms, okay? So show me what you would do for this. Oh, here we. I'll click it into there for you. All right, I'll click it so you can hear it. Ready?
J.
Oh,
Oops, sorry. Turn it up for you. Okay.
G. J.
Is this the?
Yep, that's it.
Oh. Oh.
You want to hear it again?
No, I just don't know where it is on my keyboard.
U.
Wait, do I have to do all of it?
Well, how many phonograms say u, u,
3?
Well, it has 4 sounds, but how many phonograms is it?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ding, 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 ding. It's just one. It's just one phonogram. One phonogram makes all those sounds.
It's
Do you want to come back to it?
Yes.
Okay, we'll come back to that one.
Bye.
A.
Good.
Matching.
It's time for spelling analysis. And today we're going to learn to read and to spell more words. You can be writing your words with phonogram tiles like this.
Remember, we're gonna use this
Or
again.
you can be using a whiteboard. Or you could use a pencil and paper. But for now, put down your tiles or your pencil or your marker and let's just listen. The first word is up. The balloon went up into the sky, up. Now, you say up, up. Now, let's sound it out. Go ahead and write up. And as you write it, be sure you are sounding it out really loud so I can hear you.
I'm gonna pause it for a second.
Oh my gosh, that is so bad.
No, that looks great. So how do you sound that out? Good job.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know.
Yeah.
No.
Here you go. So do you remember you start with the line? So you start at the midline. And you go just below the baseline.
Oh.
That's okay. You want to try again? So straight line from the midline to just below the baseline. You're really close. Can
Oh, now I know.
do you want me to show you or get the tactile card?
I got it.
You remember it? Go below the baseline. So keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. Now come up and around, right? Yeah, that looks better. Good job. All right.
Up, up. Very, very good.
Pink, 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 pink.
Good. What's next?
Pink, pink, pink.
You sound it out?
Eh.
Good.
I'm going to keep going. I'm going to make it so big that it's going to go boom. Pig.
Good.
I forgot how I did.
What is this? What is the phonogram? So it
Oh,
says
now I
g,
know. Now I know this. Oh, wait.
g, j.
Gotcha. 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 Gotcha.
Start in the line, roll. There you go, not bad. Nice. All right, buddy. Nice job. Nice job.
Squiggly on.
All right, help me to write it. A. Does yours look the same as that? Let's read it. At, sat. The last word is it. It is very warm outside. It. Go ahead and say it. Let's sound it out. It. Go ahead and write it.
It.
Okay, now what do I do?
Good. Okay, before we move on, Ollie, here's what we're gonna do. Can I borrow this? All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I am gonna write a word, and then you're gonna sound it, and then I'm gonna sound it out, and you're gonna tell me if I wrote it correctly. And if I didn't, you're gonna tell me how I should write it, okay? So here's the first word I'm gonna write. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna write a word.
Cat.
Did I write it correctly?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, good, I did. Whew, I'm glad I got that one. Okay, here's another one. Ready? This is gonna be kind of tricky. I want you to tell me what you think. Hold on.
Sad.
Okay, that's the word. Did I write it correctly? What do you think? Is this how you would write the word sad?
Yeah. No.
Does anything look weird about it?
Yeah.
What looks weird? There's too much space. You could fit your whole hand in there, right? Right? There's too much space. Isn't that funny? Okay, do you want to fix it for me? How would I fix it? How should it look?
I need to erase it.
Here, I'll erase that. There's too much space between the S and the A and the D, right? Okay. Yeah, when we write, we want to make sure that they're not too far apart and that we have good spacing between our letters.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. What is this last one? Matching words to pictures, it says. Probably the same thing that was in the
Drag the
book.
correct word to the matching image.
Okay, so
Egg.
you could drag it with your finger if you want. Good job.
At.
Good.
Wait. No. Wait. The egg. Okay.
Good job.
Tip.
Good. The tip of the pencil.
Add. Sip. What? Sip.
Good job. 6 out of 6.
I know what it
All right, let's finish up in our book and see if we can draw lines to match.
Pup. Tag. Cat. Up.
Nice job.
Do you want to do matching?
The matching game from the last lesson?
Uh-huh.
Yes, we can do that. Here, I know that is a favorite of yours.
I
So,
beat you.
okay, not always.
Yes, I actually do.
Let's see.
Actually do.
There it is. Okay. I thought we just did it. Okay.
Hey, Mom, you want to match me?
Yes, I want to match you.
See who's
Okay, let's
the
play.
greatest.
Can you want me to scoot that forward? That's really loud.
I know it's like super loud.
Okay, let's see. Do I get to go?
No, too low. Wait, stop. It's too low.
Okay. Let's see. Wait, if we get one right, are we going again? Like, are we? No, okay.
Last time we messed that up. When I can do it.
There you go.
I-E. Yeah.
Wait.
You know my memory's terrible. Oh, look at that. That was lucky. I didn't know that was there. Okay, so now that you guys saw the online lesson, I want to go through and kind of show you how that matches up to what is in the teacher manual and what these lessons look like in here. So we did lesson 22. So at the beginning of every lesson, they're going to give you your objectives, so what you're going to be doing, and it'll tell you any of the materials that you need. So here we needed the whiteboard, the game cards. Again, if you did not have the online supplement and wanted to play some games to practice, the phonogram flashcard, you saw that on the screen. I didn't get those out. And then the tactile cards, Doodling Dragons book, timer, that must be for some of the games, and then spelling analysis card. I don't have that either. So they just started the spelling analysis and we've been doing that online. So I'm sorry, I cannot tell you what that is. And then some optional things if you're doing any of the games. So right here you have phonemic awareness, and if you are using the book, this is very scripted. So right here is exactly what, she says in the video. So I will say a word, show me the phonogram you hear at the end of the word. So if you have your phonogram cards or your tile, or you could have your student write it, you could have your student say it, however you wanted to do it, but it's very scripted out. Okay, so end of the word sounds. And then you've got right here, learning the new phonogram. All right, so talking about if it's a vowel or a consonant. You've got your Doodling Dragons. And then going through the handwriting, they do have options in here for cursive because you can choose whether you want cursive or manuscript. And that's also in the online supplement. We just did the manuscript option, but they do have an online lesson for the cursive, okay? So there's your handwriting. And then the handwriting continues right here. And then we go to the workbook and do some handwriting on paper. This is that optional activity in your book. So on the computer, we had those little games to practice with the phonograms, or he had where you had to listen and type it in. Here is a game. There's where the timer comes into play that you would play with your child to practice that. And that continues over here. They also give options for if you're in a classroom setting. Okay, and then this was the part where we kind of practiced the spacing with the letters. So that was not online. That was something that I did need the book for. And then we move into the spelling analysis. So these were the words where she had them sound them out and spell them. So exactly the same thing that you guys saw in the online supplement. It's scripted out here and really easy to use if you wanted to just teach from this teacher manual. Okay, and you can see here is your script down here. So this kind of lays it out for you, and then it tells you exactly what you would need to say and what you would want to have your child do. All right, I like the extra tips and then some other suggestions for your child if you wanted some extra activities. All right, so that goes through there. And then this reading section, so this is what we did in the workbook at the very end. And then this was an extra activity. We skipped this because I didn't feel like he needed the extra practice in here. So that's basically it. And then you move on to your next lesson the next day. So pretty straightforward to use. And that's what all of the lessons have been like so far. They're very scripted out, very easy to follow. I just personally like the online supplement because I don't have to think about it as much. And, my son really likes using the computer for that. He really likes doing the games you guys saw at the end, that memory game that he was playing. He thinks that is a lot of fun, and they've done that every couple of lessons or so. Just flipping through the front of the book here so you can see some of these things. And that's about it. There are 40 lessons in Foundations A. So then once you get through Foundations A, you move on to Foundations B and then the rest of the series. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed doing this lesson with us today. Hope you enjoyed seeing a quick flip through of logic of English, how it's structured, the different parts and pieces. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments below. We're only 22 lessons in, but we're really enjoying this so far. and I would love to answer any questions that you have to help you decide if this is a good fit for you. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.